In this video, I show you how to build these simple shaker-style cabinet doors with a table saw. Now for my build, I'm using pallet wood, which requires a lot of prep work. There are staples you have to remove, and you also have to look out for nails or any other metal objects before cutting or planing. Now with the wood prepped, I can rip out all the boards for my stiles and rails. For the width, I usually aim for 2.5 or 2 3/4 inches. It's whatever looks best to you. Now, cutting the stiles is very easy. They're going to be the full height of the door. Moving on to the rails, it's a bit more complex. These will be the door width minus 2 times the stile width plus 2 inches. And now that 2 inches is because the rails will have 1-inch tongues on either end that'll fit into the stiles. And all of this will make a lot more sense as we go through the build and start piecing things together. Now for the plywood panel, the width of the panel will simply be the rail length. Now the height of the panel is a bit more complex. This will be the stile length minus 2 times the rail width plus 2 inches. And similar to the tongues on the rails, the extra 2 inches here is so the panel can fit into grooves on all of the stiles and rails. For the grooves in the stiles and rails, I want the plywood to fit perfectly in the center of the boards. So what I do is I make a pass here with my blade 1 inch high for the depth of the groove, and then after that I flip the board 180 degrees to make a second pass, and that makes the groove perfectly centered on the board. Now for the size of the groove, I slowly move the fence, gradually increasing the size until I get a perfect fit with my plywood thickness. Now for cutting out the 1-inch tongues in the rails, there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but the easiest on a table saw is just using a dado stack. And what I do is I slowly approach the groove in the middle, testing the fit of the tongue over and over on one of the stiles until it's a perfect fit, and this is a similar process to cutting out the grooves for the panel. One last thing to point out is you want to make sure to sand all of your parts before assembly. This will make it far easier because you don't have to try to get all the square edges and nooks and crannies. If you do this, you can then move on to glue up, and then it makes finishing a lot easier.